What's good? It's Cleo the Looney Vibe. I'm back at y'all with another video, man, and I just wanted to come back on here, holla at y'all because I don't really have too much to say, you know what I'm saying? But I do have some shit that I would like to get off my chest. I'm a poet, I'm a writer, I'm a rapper, I'm a producer. I do a lot of shit. And just to express myself. And I wouldn't have known that if I did this shit later in life. I need y'all to understand that individuality, knowing yourself, is like the key. And like I see a lot of people on the internet that they tell you shit, but like that's the shit that keeps them going. If a person had any wisdom, they would tell you and ask you what helps you. Because a lot of the time when we start to give people spiritual advice, spiritual a spiritual change in direction, you have to keep in mind that wherever you lead that spirit to, you're gonna be the cause of that person's trauma if it didn't work out for them, whatever he was talking about, or you're gonna be that person's savior, that person's guide. You're gonna be that person who that other person looked to you for everything. As far as advice or just a word of life or whatever, they're gonna be looking for you for shit. So I just wanted to get up on here and say that individuality is key, because 99% of this world don't have their own mind, and about 50% of this world don't know theyself. So, and not even 50%, but I need y'all to really recognize that when y'all hear about spirituality, when y'all hear about what helps another person, don't take that as that's what's gonna help you, because 9 times out of 10 it's not. Now I say that because I see a lot on the internet of people directing people to certain places to do certain things. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, that works for you. Don't preach and say that this will work for all, because you turning into the same niggas that you don't like, but just in a smaller way. Always preach doing it your way, because spirituality is not about doing things another person's way. It's about figuring out your way and going from there. A lot of people take other people's ways of spirituality and they add it to their spirituality. Now, you can learn something from an individual and you can be like, oh, okay, this is what I've been doing. Now I got a clear perspective of what I always been doing. Nobody is teaching you nothing that you don't already know. If you are Aries, you know this. Ain't nobody teaching you shit that you don't already know for yourself. So when you get in front of people and people try to wisen you up because they think that they rising you up, they're not really doing that. They're just giving you false advice, false hope, false spirituality. Spirituality ain't gonna work because it's not you. You can only get so much advice until that advice turns to a dried up ass well, to the point where every time you go to this person for advice, every time you go and you try to apply their advice, you see that shit don't work for you. That's a dried up ass well. That spirituality system don't work, and relying on another person for what you got going on and all that extra shit, That ain't too cool. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we all individuals. And we all got our own minds. And the minute that you don't have your own mind is the minute that you don't know who you are. And that's how you debunk the world, by knowing who you are. That's how you get out of the matrix, because your mind is the matrix. We don't live in a simulation. You are the simulation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got yourself caught up in a million other people's spider webs to the point where you don't even know how you built your own spider web. Learn astrology. Learn astrology, you'll learn life, and on top of that, you'll learn yourself. Learn astrology, okay? And learn it not because I said so, but because astrology is life. That's what everybody point to. Like, people think that they get all of their information from the sun. Yeah, you get information from the sun. In all actuality, you get information from every planet, not just the sun. You get it from the moon, you get it from Mars, you get it from Venus, you get it from Neptune, you get it from Pluto, you get it from Saturn, you get it from Jupiter, you get it from all of these planets, even the outer planets, Pallas, Vesta, because I know a lot of my outer planets, my yods and shit in my chart, they got outer planets in them. So I have to really, if I want to think out the box, if I really want to get to point A to point B, I really got to focus not on this life. But I know that that's me. I know myself enough to know that. You got to know yourself. If a person get up on the internet and you think that this person is the end all, be all, end all, you eventually just gonna turn into another motherfucker following another lost spirit. Do shit how you do it. Figure out what works for you. Getting up in the morning and exercising early in the morning might not be for you. That might not be how you start your day off. Drinking coffee at 10 a.m. might not be for you. You get what I'm saying? Waking up at 5 a.m. in the motherfucking morning might not be for you. You don't have to force yourself to do anything. Because if you was really on that type of time, you would have been doing that. So apparently it's not for you. If you ain't been doing it, then you ain't gonna do it. There's no point in starting some shit that you ain't gonna do. It's no point in starting some shit that you know ain't you. It's no point. Figure out what you're doing, figure out the shit that's not serving you, and then look at the shit that is serving you, continue to do the shit that's serving you, and then replace the shit that's not serving you. Now, whatever you replace it with what makes you happy, what makes you feel better, what raises your vibration, because everybody raises their vibration differently. I raise my shit with music, art, like that shit over there. I raise my shit like that. I raise my shit by getting on here and saying how I feel. I raise my shit by being in my own space. I raise my shit by knowing my own self, being connected to my own truth. Like that's how I raise my vibration. You know what I'm saying? When I use my imagination, when I think outside the box, that's how I raise my vibration. Now, you might not do all of that. Maybe you're a fucking Taurus, and how you raise your motherfucking vibration is you guys to go out and put your feet in the motherfucking sand and the motherfucking soil, and you gotta go plant shit, and you gotta do all of that. But that's you. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You gotta figure out what works for you. Raising vibrations ain't got shit to do with a lot of the things that people be attaching to it. No, you figure out what works for you. Because 9 times out of 10, the shit that makes you happy don't make everybody else happy. You get what I'm saying? So when you come across a motherfucker on any platform trying to kick that I got the message shit, just know that's the first motherfucker to not watch. Because anytime a person start kicking that I got the truth, they really ain't got shit but a whole bunch of figurative language and a whole bunch of falseness, and they gonna make you believe in some shit that you really don't need to believe. I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna just keep it short. believe in what the fuck you want to believe. But don't be believing in every fucking thing, because the power that's in belief, the power that's in faith, you can't get out of that. Like, faith is a fucking superpower. If y'all start putting y'all faith in some bullshit, y'all spirit going right down with it. It's just that simple. So let me tell y'all again. Find how you raise your motherfucking vibration, and stop looking for other people to tell you, oh, go read a book, go do this, drink water, do this, eat fruit. Let me tell y'all, it's people out here who can't eat fruit. And it's people out here who can't eat shit. It's people out here who just live off of drinking water. It's a whole lot of shit going on. People built differently. So once y'all start telling, you gotta be vegan, you gotta eat meat. No, figure out what the fuck works for you, because I know eating every day don't work for me. I'm beginning to know that shit now. It's a lot of shit that I'm beginning to learn about myself that I thought that, okay, this was the way. Turns out it's not the way for me, for my body, for my mind, for my spirit, my spirituality. So when y'all come across a person talking that I got the word, click off, because they ain't got shit to say to you. They ain't got nothing to offer you but a whole bunch of he say, she say. And a lot of y'all just be watching different motherfuckers with the same information. None of them motherfuckers got no different information. All they can come on here and do is preach about the third eye, 5G, vaccinations, just a whole bunch of dumbass shit. Go vegan, fluoride in the water. It seemed like y'all all open up to this. Y'all all awaken to that same information. Like it ain't no other information in the world. That's how I know that it's an agenda, and a lot of y'all conscious people in the conscious community be getting used for it. Because why is y'all still talking about 5G and that shit is getting tons and tons of views, but y'all claim y'all the chosen ones? I'm telling y'all right now, y'all not chosen for nothing. Y'all the first motherfuckers that was chosen to become lost. That's all that shit is. And I ain't trying to be egotistical, but I'm just saying, if you look around, because that's all I see. It's just fluoride in the water, meditation. And I'm not saying that none of these things are wrong. And I'm not saying none of these things are right. What I'm saying is, pay attention to the information. A lot of people float the same shit in y'all ear and in y'all eyes, and then y'all take it as y'all getting hit with some new shit. No. A lot of the people that be claiming that weed is bad and all of that extra shit, they don't know what they talking about. Cause who cares? Who really gives a fuck? You just like a carton of milk. You got a whole expiration date for this whole body. So who the fuck cares what you do with it? And I'm not saying be careless with your body, cause a lot of y'all, be careless. No, that's not even what I'm saying. All I'm saying, don't take shit for one go. Use your own mind, even to the shit that you've been hearing. Because once you figure out what works for you, your life gonna be way better. You're gonna start to see how you've been raising your vibration by yourself this whole time and not knowing it. You've been doing it. You've been fucking doing it. But once you started to look at everybody else and how they doing it, that's when you stopped doing what you was doing, and then you started to lower your vibration by not doing what you was comfortable with in the fucking first place. So a lot of y'all need to just know yourselves. Get off the internet and go learn astrology. Get off the internet and go look outside. Get off the internet and do and find out what works for you. Just get off the internet, because the internet ain't where it's at for spirituality, period. And it's all about how you look at something. It's not what you looking at. It's all about how. A lot of y'all be focused on the object and not the theme. Everybody got taught the theme when we was in fucking school. Y'all be missing the theme and just be looking at the object. And y'all point at the object and say that the object is the one doing it all. No, it's the theme. What's behind it? Not the object itself. That's how y'all be losing yourselves, y'all minds. Y'all be losing it all. But I'm gonna just keep it very, very simple, because we hitting we already hit 15 minutes. But yeah, just do individuality, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Figure out what works for you, because I'm noticing that people ain't really figuring out what's really for them. People just figuring out a lot of information and think that that's like